No Leapex, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Todd? Are you able to both watch the stream and play at the same time? I hope that's the case. Crazy Russian Fisherman. So who are you in Twitch? What's your Twitch name? Not that I'll be able to remember. Look at that trophy bream. I need to know where the... Oh, thanks, Todd. I appreciate that. I need to know where that trophy bream was caught at. I guess we're going to go back to... Back to this. Let's just try to get some... Get some good bite rates going, if we can. See if we can get some levels. All right, so we know we're gonna put I honestly almost just wanted to get a third one of these, but I think it's fine. What's up? I'm glad to see you're the crazy Russian fisherman. 5232, huh? Okay. My dear, welcome. It wasn't too long ago? Okay, good to know. Alright, what are we putting on this fella? We'll just start off with the 04. Easy red, right? It's quiet. I think I turned it down the last stream I did. Still kind of quiet, but it should be okay. Should be okay. 5232 is a good spot. All right, let me mark that down in case I do an episode later. What clip y'all using? Oh, glad to hear it, Captain Furious. Thank you. Is that one of the spots that I've already been fishing, by the way? Let's see. Oldberg here. No, I was at 47.37 last time, wasn't I? 52.32. How far? Oh, that's here. That's pretty good, huh? 15-meter clip. You use 12? And you use pearl barley. Clip 12 or 15. Haven't the biggest bream moved over to garlic dough now or not? Or are you thinking the bite frequency is still better on pearl barley? Let's look at weeklies right now. What about US weeklies? Well, US, it is a little bit more mixed. Oh, you gotta love both that Corey and that Mosquito Lake one. Songop, what's up? Okay, I got you. So you don't have garlic dough. That's cool though. Glad that is working. All right. We are, oh, I don't think I put a clip on. We need to put that clip on. Past week been all garlic for you, Zerk. Okay, good. We'll see how much of this, I'm going to actually go to 45 clip. That's where we caught that one. We'll see how much of this blue whiting fishing I can actually stomach. It's really just the bite rate, trying to find those marine fishing points, you know. I probably can't do this for super long though. It's just too boring after a while. It's good for a bit because it's so active, but then it kind of just gets boring. That's funny. Somebody just left a message on one of my YouTube videos. In fact, that somebody may be here right now because this all happened like 5 minutes ago. But they were like, "Are you going to be streaming again anytime soon?" And I said, "Yeah, any second now." And here we are. I am so ready to get 75% marine fishing just so that I can kind of relax and start fishing other places on my main. Not that I can't do that now, but it's just been a goal for so long. I hate to get distracted. That was you, Zerk? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Some nights are just bad, even if the spot is great hour to hour. Yeah. That's often the case for bream. Every once in a while you'll have a rough night. $46.35. Interesting. Yo. Madeir, thanks for the follow. No Lapex, thanks for the follow 12 minutes ago. Appreciate it. Let me see if I can find this again. It shouldn't be that hard. It literally wasn't that long ago. Huh. Oh, I think this was it. Yeah. I just wanted to I just wanted to give DT Gaming a little bit of love. I don't really know anything about DT Gaming. I think he might hang out in our chat, but I appreciate that.
Or take the rod out.
You know, someone else that's come up, he's gotten to be level 38, and he's gotten the itch to start doing content. You know, this is like how to fish with 2 rods right from the start of the game. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to his channel. So, yeah, y'all show DT Gaming some love. Yeah, I just appreciate whenever there's people that maybe even, I mean, I don't know if, you know, part of his interest in the game or when he first started, if he was a part of our community, he may have been. The name just seems familiar to me. But for those people to then turn around and start kind of giving back or making content themselves, and you can see there's just been a lot of he's doing a ton of content these days, by the way. And he may be streaming. Does anybody know, does DT Gaming stream on Twitch as well? I've just been looking at his YouTube stuff, but here's a link to the YouTube channel if y'all want to show him some love and subscribe. Anyway, I just want to take a minute and streams on YouTube. Okay, great. I just wanted to highlight. I appreciate DT Gaming, and like you said, the more content creators for this game, the better. It's one of the signs of health for a game, right? I love it when there's a fast bite like that where it's basically like you throw it in the water, fish on immediately. Yo, Heathy, 1966. I'm doing well. Thank you for your warm wishes. Hope you are as well. So all we're doing is catching blue whiting. I'm gonna try to do this for a few minutes and then we'll go do fish for some more interesting fish. But you know, I had heard, I think it was Mystic. Was it Mystic? Somebody had made a video this week. You know, there's sometimes when I feel like I've been doing this so long that there's times like instead of making content for RF4, I almost just want to like do reaction videos to other people making content about RF4. Like I feel like I'm so old and I've been doing this so long. It's now like more interesting to me to see new content creators or other content creators and what they're doing. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna play the game. I'm just gonna like talk about the game and comment on other people's content on the game. Anyway, I think it was Mystic. Somebody had made a video about basically doing this at different holes that are, or actually these aren't holes. These are raised areas where you can throw in just like the real shrimp, this kind of stuff, and just get such a good bite rate. And the whole idea was this was a way to level up your marine fishing. But for me, it has actually just not worked. I mean, I'm getting the fast bite rate. It could totally be RNG, right? Like, the points just haven't hit for me doing this, but... yeah, I mean, how cool would that be? It's like, okay, I'm streaming, and you all that come to my stream say, hey, did you see Grozy's video on the trophy halibut yesterday? Like, it was so good. And I'm like, no, I haven't watched that yet. Let's do it. We watch it, and we all talk about it, right? We link Grozy. We talk about his trophy halibut. And then I clip it, put it on YouTube, and it's like free content, right? And it promotes other people. I don't know. It's not the worst idea I've ever had. And to be fair, it's not like a new idea. It's literally just copying what every other video game community tends to do these days. But it could be cool. It could be cool. Y'all got to supply the ideas on what videos to react to if we're going to do it, though. And by the way, you would have to... and we wouldn't do this constantly. I'm just kidding about not playing. I'm still going to be fishing and playing. But we could maybe just carve out a little bit of time if there was a video or two occasionally that you all just wanted to see my reaction to. I don't know. It could be fun. It could drum up some like community engagement between content creators that again might be healthy for the game. It would certainly, if I'm doing it, it would not be like any sort of like controversial or negative stuff, right? But you'd have to whisper me links if we ever do that, because you can't post links in chat. You're on 30 and you already got 3 points. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and you're probably not doing this, right? You're probably like actually fishing for fun fish. I feel like, and maybe it's because I don't notice time going by as much, but whenever I'm out here and I'm just fishing, like it's one thing to go to 30 with like the lurker or whatever. You shot from 12 to 24 because videos, and you're already at 80 plus bottom. That's awesome, Zerk. That's awesome. Maybe you are doing this same setup, Todd. I don't know. But anyway, I think I just like, because I'm having more fun catching a variety of fish, I don't really notice the time going by, and then you just like randomly get points every once in a while. Where when I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, another blue whiting, and I didn't get points again. Oh, you are doing the same thing. Plofoom, what's up? All right, well, it's almost nighttime, so maybe I'll just move to 30 once it's nighttime. Because I would love to catch... At least the sardines have cafe orders pretty frequently. Like, all I'm doing right now is wasting time. Other than the chance of leveling up a point. But these blue whiting, right? They're not worth silver or XP as far as I can tell. I'm just farming bream till I get caliber and trolling set up. Yeah. That's exactly where I am on the experimental leveling guide. We've got 1 caliber and 1 Fortuna feeder, which was it was a debatable I really just wanted to, it just sounded fun to be able to go try to embrace that carp fishing at Oldberg with one rod, but anyway, I gotta save up for the trolling rods. What's up, Gelder? Alright, I'm getting out of here. All I'm catching is what I don't want to catch. Cassavir, greetings. Alright, so let's go to the 30. Let's go embrace that good luck Todd's having. Yeah. Bream for caliber and Fortuna carp. That's the dream, right? Yo, 11 months for Gelder.
41 meters was dead for me today.
Really? Do you have drop shot open, Gelder? I saw somebody was catching like tons of saith, but they've got that 75% on. Maybe I'll avoid 41 since I don't have it either. Or I don't have it. Red and green real shrimp. Wait. What am I using? You're not using the purples? Seriously? But the purples are so good. Okay, I'll throw a green on there. Alright, let's go green up here. What size hook are you using, Todd? You think trolling is boring? Yeah, I mean, to me, trolling is just another way. Like, if you just get so sick of bream fishing, you can go troll at Corey or Volkov when they're really good. And it's just another way to make silver pretty quick to work towards carp, if that's your goal. 2-aught and 3-aught? Okay. Okay, Gelder. Nice. Yeah. So you're starting that part of the grind, huh? So I've got the let's slow this down a little bit here. Where'd it go? All right. You think Corey and Volkov are very bad at the moment? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't fished either one. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I was hearing really good things about Volkov. But yeah, that's exactly right, Gelder. That's why I keep thinking, like, man, I kind of like going, I want to go do some carp fishing on my main account. And I know sturgeon have been off and on decent lately. But this goal of hitting 75% and opening up drop shots, especially, and then working towards gummies as well, to be honest. Anyway, all that is still like pretty motivating, so I just kind of want to get there. Yeah, maybe having a variety of species does help. Okay, this would be such a good opportunity to do a reaction video. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm still thinking about if this is something I want to do. But I will post this. I'm curious, like, what you guys think. You may have already seen it. This has been about a week ago, right? Maybe, I'm telling y'all, like, all I do is watch our Russian Fishing 4 videos. I either stream, make videos, or watch Russian Fishing 4 videos. Oh, KP's embracing the Diablo. I've been playing a heck of a lot of Diablo, but I just can't bring myself to making videos about it. I just can't do it. It's so dark, and I don't know. I'm just like, nah. All right, was this it? I think this was the video. Let me make sure, though.
Like 4 hours for small fish and all that stuff.
Hold on. No, this wasn't it. This wasn't it. Oh, this is it. This is it. So
Multiplier, but what I know is that premium gives you...
Oh my goodness, this is exactly where I left off watching it as well. It's kind of, I'm not saying it's clickbait, but it's like, how does the marine skill leveling mechanic work, comma, fast leveling? So what KP does here is he uses his data from leveling up, and then he also, I think, if I understood correctly, he got some data from other people, and he basically turns that data, those statistics, into some conclusions. I wasn't 100% comfortable with all of this. Like, I would definitely want to ask the developers about these conclusions that he has come to. I'm just not sure, but I really appreciate anyone that's willing to take the time to like look at actual numbers and try to make sense of how some of the stuff is working. I'm just not sure if I agree with all the conclusions he reached, but what do I know? I mean, I'm 71.4%. Whatever I think I know, not working that well. All right, so you're staying away from D4 Gilder because of your getting burnt on D3. Is that what you're saying, basically? Yo, Blunty, how's it going? Yo, is your name Twitch Prime, except it's you? Hey, I already like this spot, Todd. I already appreciate your help here. Cassavir is going to tell me huge secret in games. I love it. Tell me. I feel like this is going to be really insightful, Cassavir. I just can't wait. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good job, Tooch Prime. Just kidding. Oh, man. This spot is already like 100 times better, Todd. You're level 54 in D4? Hold on. What level am I, Blunty? I'm level 35, maybe? Oh, this spot's so much better.
Challenge.
This spot's so much better. Captain Furious, 3 months.
Challenge
Thank
accepted.
you so much. Wow. Y'all are amazing today. I feel like if I wait about a week between streams, like, y'all forget how boring I am. And you're like, man, I kind of miss that M-Dog guy. Maybe he'll stream again. And then I slip in a stream. And then y'all like click that sub button. It's weird, right? It's kind of weird. Thank you, Captain Furious. I really appreciate it. Everything has to be 50% to be obtained. You either get it or not. It's amazing. All right, Zerk. Safe travels. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the engagement on YouTube as well. Dude, Captain Furious just went tier 1 sub 3 months in advance. 3 months. Thanks again. Absolutely. My pleasure, Captain Furious. You're at 35k silver Goliath soon. Yo, what is the price tag on the Goliath? How soon are we talking, Blunty? Y'all help me remember. I want to promote DT Gaming later in my stream. Maybe there'll be some new eyeballs here. 39k. You are so close. You are very close. So, Todd, how on top of drifting are you in terms of... Yo, Blue, grats on that trophy grass carp. I wonder if that was at Old Berg. That'd be cool if that was an OB. GC. How on top of drifting are you? Hey, Blunty, you feeling really good about that decision to get the Goliath? I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. Are you just going to get one? Or are you going to get multiples? Do you think? Oh, grats on the... You got another one? Just recently? 5 minutes ago? Are overnights worse here? You've not moved yet, so you're still kind of hanging out. I feel like overnight might be a little worse here. We'll slow this retrieval down a bit. Yo, that is a nice... oh, that's not in our chat, though. Right? It's just a record. Let me find your bream. Like 5 minutes ago? What are all these world records coming in for? Oh, there it is. Hey, grats on that trophy bream. 4.6. I love it. All right, so what spot was that? I like it, Blunty. I like it. Pooney says, I got one loaded to test, and to me it's slow and it melts like butter. Oh, loaned. Wait, so slow, that's the opposite of fast. In general, I think we want fast, right? And melts like butter, what is that the opposite of? Sturdy, strong, doesn't get damaged? Those don't sound like the most positive, glowing reviews, Pooney. What kind of fishing are you doing with it? What's up, Zigga? How's it going? Still 52.32. Okay, awesome. Yo, this must be slower at night. What, right, Todd? I might just move around a little bit. So it's interesting we're not catching blue whitings at all. Like, I feel like I'm way up here in the north part of this hole. We might just go a little further south. When I was fishing the 80, like, I would just move a little bit. All of a sudden, I'd get a really active blue whiting spot again. You're not getting anything now? I totally brought the bad luck. You were supposed to share your good luck, and I think I've brought my bad luck. Friction and mech wears fast. So, like, comparable to Venga, are you saying, in your opinion, Venga's sturdier? Blunty's saying Goliath 30K faster on small fish, slower on big fish. So only at sea. So like if you're using it for sturgeon and stuff like that, maybe a little better. But you're saying for sea fishing, it just seems to be breaking down too quick. Yeah, bigger spool on the Goliath, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Dude, I can't see these like rare, huge trophy rare carp that keep coming out. It's gonna distract me. Dude, those overlords are pretty good, aren't they? At least that's what I hear. I don't have one, right? I don't think I have one. But I feel like somebody let me try one time. And I've used a lot of the other Christmas reels that have been awesome. What's that smaller one? The Overlord's the bigger one, right? Is there like a silver or something that's also pretty good? And of course, you know I love the HSV. Yeah, the silver 80. Also, that one's pretty good too, right? All right, what can we do at night to try to up our bite rate here? What about putting on like this? I don't know. Is Surrey River worth going to? I just unlocked it. Haven't found any recent info on it. Let me see what where Blunty's document will take me. I know there's an easier way to get to it, but here's the link for Blunty's thing. I literally use this every day. You should too. All right, let's go to Surrey. Yeah, honestly, for me, I probably wouldn't go to Surrey unless you were just wanting to catch trophy roach, or unless you heard or read about a spot that was working really well. So the most recent spot was yesterday, 746. Looks like somebody's doing feeder fishing for, what's that called? I can't remember right now. Volgazander, is that what it is? So, I mean, that's a pretty specific thing, right? They're using bleak bait fish and catching Volgazander. That's funny. Oh, this is the same kind of thing, it looks like. Same thing. So, most recent posts, probably not that helpful for something you're likely to want to do. 4 days ago, this would be, I'm guessing, float fishing. I mean, that's kind of fun. But sandwich bait float fishing, again, probably not something that would actually be so enticing that that's why you would go to fish there, you know? Yeah, I mean, you could still do that with your float rod, but you're not going to have sandwich bait unlocked, I'm guessing. So it probably is just not going to be as good a results. So I'd wait and just maybe check back. If you hear about, these days at Surrey, you're more likely to hear about a big head carp or a silver carp spot. And when those get more active and pop up, that's one reason why people might go to Surrey. I tell you what, Blunty, if I can get to 75% marine fishing sometime, I'm happy to, if there's an active sturgeon spot, I'm happy to go do some sturgeon fishing on stream. It's really slow, so like maybe we'll fire up the other account or something to while we're waiting on bites. I can talk you through what I know, or I'll answer any questions you have based on my knowledge. But I am so far away from an expert on the bigger fish fishing. I really am not going to know when to lock it. Like, I don't lock very often. So people that are trying to do it super efficient and have figured out, like, you know, they're running that like line of how to get the most out of locking it and stuff. I mean, oh, that's funny. I forgot I caught that on crab meat. That's a totally different thing now, huh? Or it's more accessible. So I'm just not an expert. That's probably one of the reasons why I haven't focused on that in videos I make. Although, let's be honest, not being an expert has never kept me from making a video about something before. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just so slow at times, right? Yo, I need to change, like, I've got my clip at 40, and we're only over a 30-meter thing. Like, it doesn't even make sense. HS food for Tornicott or trolling setup. I recommend both. Because remember, although it might not be ideal, you can get that heavy fishing spinning rod for like 400 silver, and you can troll with it. So, especially at Corey. It's enough strength for Corey, you know? So it's, I mean, when you're at that point in the game, it's very grindy. It's nice to be able to like go back and forth between carp and trolling. So use that caliber for both. You know what I mean? Oh, what first? Well, the trolling rod is so much cheaper than a Fortuna carp. I mean, it just kind of just depends on what you want to do first, but you could get a couple of those trolling rods for less than the cost of one Fortuna carp rod. And to efficiently do carp fishing, you really want all three, right? So I think it just kind of makes sense to get, if you want to do trolling at all, go ahead and put those calibers to use with some inexpensive trolling setups at Corey. Again, all this dependent on how active is the fishing at Corey, but so that's kind of how I would think about it. But you know, I don't know. What do I know? I just bought a Fortuna feeder rod on my leveling experiment account just so I could go throw it in and feel a little braver with those big grass carp and stuff that are biting at Old Berg. Yo, what's up, Blue? Grats on that grass carp. Hey, was that at Old Berg? Didn't you just have a trophy grass? No, I can't wait to get the medium rod, but mostly it's just because that's been a goal. My goal has been to freaking get to 75% for so long. I just want to get to 75%, then I can like relax a bit about it. Yeah, it's like drop shot for sure. Oh, it was bear. Nice. They're popping on lemon and citron. Oh, nice. There you go. Hey, we found a blue whiting. All right, it's back to daytime, so let's get back to our full real shrimp setup here. What do y'all think? Fire tubes and fire sticks, or would you put the like what are those things? What? That happens more on this rig than anything else. Fish got away, fake bites. What am I trying to say here? The fire sticks and fire tubes, or would you go with like the beads? Guess I could do one of both. So we have a fire tube, a fire stick, and a fire tube. So let's go with the bead down here, and then if it's on the 04, we'll know it was the one that has the bead on it. Yeah, that's right. I agree with that, Q. Stretch and hydrate. Good advice, guys. I agree with that. Like, you don't need as much power as you may think you do for sturgeon fishing, as long as you're intentional about the spot that you're fishing in, like, and just making sure that when you hook into a big one, you're quick to move to keep the fish trapped or in front of you in a spot that you can manage. So you'll probably know this, but if you want the fish to swim left, you need to head right. Right? So like in general, the fish is going to typically swim away from you. So there's a lot of spots where you can fish for sturgeon where you can be pretty intentional about keeping them where you want them to be. What rig am I on right now? Dude, how do y'all feel about hitting level 44 on a sardine? Because I'm pretty sure that means I'm about to have the worst level 44 ever. I think that's a really bad omen. Do I release it? Maybe it helps if I release it. I think I release it. Yeah, I'm releasing it. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to be hard stuck level 44. I'm using the marine paternoster because I'm at 70% now on marine fishing. So I attach some attractants to these real shrimp and just trying to catch some fish, you know. Yeah, thank y'all. Yeah, we're about to get a trophy Greenland shark because I finally hit level 44 on my real shrimp marine paternoster rig. Still no points. 71.4, guys. Whew, thank you, thank you. You're so close to this rig. Nice, Blue. Yeah, so overall, this rig has been worth using in terms of like, there's times where it's such a fast bite rate, but then there's other times where it's not as fast. And then also, like, there's only so much catching blue whiting after blue whiting I can do, you know? Welcome to the stream, anybody that's new. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us today. Nisked, I think you're new to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, do you already have your boat rod, Blue? That's a good question. So I ended up getting the Coast Runner 040. I don't know. There might be other options worth considering, but all right, where are we on the map? Yeah, we're getting a little. Let's go northwest for a second. That's what you have as well, Gelder? Nice. Yeah, it was like, I think it was the most affordable option, right? That still was like a pretty big test range and gave you some decent options on how to fish test-wise. It's like 60 to 350, 78 load capacity. I don't know. Oh, you got the Coast one as well? Nice. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Nolapex. Glad to hear it. Anything to help you get through that bream grind. It's the best light boat rod. Oh, good. I'm glad we ended up with the best one. Yeah, it does the job, right. Aren't we supposed to get the Poseidon once we hit 75? Yo, somebody was telling me, like, somebody was trying to talk me into, and I'm sure they knew what they were talking about, but I got really confused. They were like, yeah, you need to get that boat rod that gives you plus 5% to your marine fishing. But then I was like, for what I was wanting to do, I didn't see how that helped me. And now I can't remember why. Oh, I think because it wasn't that good of a rod. And so what does it help you to have plus 5% if you can't actually set it up the way you want to set it up? Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that's what it was. The bonus is on a pilker rod. Oh, so if I got that now, I could do drop shot on my pilker setup. So it was me that wasn't understanding. I was the problem. That's a shocker. Shocker. Y'all don't tell anybody, but I was the problem. So I could actually do that now. But it's like not cheap. Bad Boy says it helped me get from 75 to 85 quicker. What did you unlock? What did you unlock, Bad Boys? What did that 5% do for you? Twitch Prime says, so it's a good idea to get Pelka Rod with percent to skill. It's 10k silver for the rod. you're deciding on Pilker Rod to start the sea. I don't know that I would get one in the beginning. I don't know that I would do that. It's just like if you reach a point where you feel like it's worth 10,000 silver to go ahead and be able to start using a different rig type 5% sooner. I'm trying to remember. So Ocean Queen, is this the first one I got, guys? I think it was. The first Pilker Rod I got was the, yeah. So you can go really cheap with something like the Saltmaster. It just depends on what reel are you going to be using and what line strength are you wanting to be able to use. So on this Ocean Queen, I can use my Vinga, my Cardinal that's in repair right now, even my Taiga C, certainly the new reel or whatever. I could go all the way up to 60 kilos because load capacity is 68, right? So that's why I got that as my first Pilker Rod. I don't think I would get the Pilker Rod with bonuses unless you get to a point where, because it's such a grind out here, you're actually going to make like thousands and thousands of silver while farming for these points. Wouldn't y'all agree, chat? Some of y'all know a lot more than I do about all this, so please say if I'm saying something wrong. Let's see. Once I hit 85, I was able to use the medium boat rod. Oh, so you're talking about... So are you saying it helped you get 65 to 75 bad boys? Is that what you're actually saying? Which is what I'm in now. Which is the process I'm in now. I mean, I get that, by the way. Like, if knowing now how long it has taken me from 65 to 71%, if you know, at some point, I guess basically the moment I hit 70, if I had gone and gotten that rod and could have started doing drop shot, because it seems like drop shot pretty dramatically. Now, I don't know this from personal experience, but if I base it on what I'm seeing on VK and the little bit I've heard from other people, it seems like taking your Pilker setup and adding all of those attractants and drop shot things on your rig actually does make a pretty substantial difference to your fishing experience. So I guess I'm just saying I kind of get that. Ghost, thanks for the follow. This your first trip to the sea, Smokey? Ooh. Belly Bew says, if I would start over at sea, I would get an Ocean Queen and use that until I got to 75%. So you're saying you wouldn't have even messed around. Look how many fake bites you get on these. You wouldn't have even messed around with the light boat rod, that kind of thing. So, I don't know, like, I think the 30 meter, the 34 meter, and the 41 meter. Those are probably right now your 3 spots to consider if you're going on the fishing trip. I think if it was me right now, I would start at the 34 and see how that goes. If it's pretty decent, then just stay. But at some point, you might want to dip down and see what your bite rate's like at the 41. I'm assuming you're just going to use the lures that comes with the trip. Like, the only thing I would say might be worth it, based on the amount of silver you have, is getting the lurker, actually the 100.07. Or at least that was my experience. I don't know if it's as good now, but that lurker 100's been pretty dang good for a while now, so it's probably fine. So, I don't know. No point of doing that. It's a waste of silver, because what you want is silver. Go get an Ocean Queen. Use that to farm silver until you can get a big setup. Yeah. Yeah, I get that, Belly. That makes sense. Yeah, let me know how it goes, Smokey. By the way, right now, This is way too slow to justify. Like, I'm catching worse fish, making less silver. And the only reason to do that is if you're going to get a really good bite rate, which we're not. So I think I'm going to switch to like some other type of fishing here. It might just be the weather. I don't know. Maybe I just need a break from it. We'll come back to it. Let me figure out what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah. And that's the other point. I guess that's a good point. Don't sleep on the 55. I mean, it's a little further away, but it's not that much deeper. And if it's more active and you're just like, I feel like you can make a lot more silver out of the 55. You also can get in trouble in some bigger fish, but using those small lures, you'll probably be okay. That's a good point, Ghost. Oh, is that right, Todd? They're better in the afternoon? How close to afternoon are we? We're getting there. All right, well, let me just see theoretically what would I do if I was going to do something else. All right, 41. All right, here's somebody at the 34, 41, 34. So this is with drop shot, but this was where, I guess this was at the 34. People were catching a ton of safe. 41. Where's the... All right, this was at least something I could use. This is a lurker setup, but this was down at the 34. All right, let's at least get it set up. What kind of strength were they using? The heck? All right, so which rod am I going to use for this? Since it's lurker, we'll just use this one. And let's just use the taiga. I just don't think, well, we might catch, let's actually use the benga. This is normally when I would use the cardinal, but it's in the shop. So 60, 60, lurker 100. We're going 80 for some reason. And we're going orange with yellow. We'll give it a try, and it looks like they're using safe fillet. Okay. I mean, it's almost afternoon. Let's try this just for a little bit more, I guess. And then we'll go try the lurker setup at 34. Wait, what are you saying, Ghost? Oh, the unmarked above the 30? Like right in here? What were you fishing with? Oh, still the lurker? Oysters and crabs? Do you mean like, where specifically do you mean? Like what depth? The 58 or the 92? You talking about up here in the 92? Or right over here in the 58? Did I just cast the lurker, by the way? I cast the wrong line and it caught a fish, of course. What in the world? I'm losing my mind. All right. We're still at the 30, so let's just go down to 35. New strat, let's go. Exactly. Without the number on it, it's depth 55. Without the number on it. I wonder if he's talking about like where I am right now. Would that be 55? I don't know. I feel like that would be even shallower than that. No, it'd be more like 45 or 48. Above 113. Oh, this. All right, so lurker up there. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Can anybody else confirm? Is that an interesting place to fish? Pretty decent up there? You caught 3 big oysters. So you're just using Lurker 100, huh? Really? Alright. I love trying new things. Let's go try some. Let's go try it up there. $41 kilo Greenland. Interesting. I'm just gonna take a quick bio break here. As soon as I stood up, I was like, oh yeah, I should probably go pee. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh, we could clip this one too. We're doing all the spinning setups today. All right, we said it's like 55 here, right? Oh. Oh, Todd. Killing me. Ooh, nice little mackerel. By the way, let's just make sure nothing cool's happening on this. In this spot. Pretty good bite. Blue whiting. That's right, Ziga. I would imagine that that is the case, yes. All this work for the opportunity to catch better cusk. So we can just switch back and forth. That's an interesting question, though, Todd. I mean, like, is there some reason why sardines or the mix of different species would give you a better chance of hitting those marine skill points? Nice trophy Vindus there, Jordy. Yes. Is that in the Q&A? I feel like that has been said before. The higher the quality of fish, so like the closer to trophy size, the better your chance of hitting a leveling point on it. I mean, that's either been said or either assumed, because that's definitely like in my mind as pretty much true. So I don't know. That's what I was saying. Like some of the conclusions that KP was reaching in that vid, I was just like, I don't know. I feel like some of that is not exactly what has been said previously. The newest Q&A. How far back are we talking? Hey, it's a cusk. We were just talking about those guys. Let me see. We're back into a blue whiting only spot. Don't leave the spot that you're at, Todd. All right, where are they putting those Q&As these days? Is it under... Is it news? No, it must be under the guides or something. Yeah. Oh, Gelder. Why can't I find it? It should just be easier, I think, to find where the Q&As are. Man, I feel like we did this last time, and then somebody finally was like, they're here. Is it guides and tips, maybe? Of course, I had a fish get away. That's alright. This is a better fish anyway. Yeah, but I think fly fishing was supposed to come out 2 years ago. Or at least that was the plan. So it looks like they are under news, and I just didn't see them. All right. So the most recent Q&A was this, let's see, June 2nd. Oh my goodness, another blue whiting. I need to go back to the other spot at some point. Possibly. All right. Will there be official in-game tournaments? More visible fish activity. More updates to water bodies, yes. Customization in the game. So it looks like workshop, maybe through the workshop. Make notes on the map, that is planned, and that's great, by the way. That's great. Many players are using ready-made templates. Break the pattern. The game provides opportunities to do this. We're not going to stay. Man, this kind of answer, I feel like you really have to try to read between the lines. So how do you read between the lines on this question and answer, guys? Yeah, thanks, Blunty. Oh, this is the old one? Oh, you're saying this is the old one. Okay. Sorry. But this one's interesting. Like, I probably ought to review a lot of these. All right, you DM'd me, I'm guessing on... Oh, that's why I didn't see it, because it was like called... Well, actually, I don't know why I didn't see it. All right, let's look at this real quick. I think I did see this. They might consider it in the future for a bigger fish to come and bite your smaller fish. Mini map is planned. Surf fishing, we're working on it. But nothing concrete can be said. New water bodies this year. Okay. Hold on. This year. Everyone tracks years the same across the world, right? So we are currently halfway through a year in June of 2023. Okay, it's interesting. What the heck is this question? Dependence on a particular rig, place, time. If you find the right combinations, we try to maintain a reasonable balance. A lot has already been figured out. In some cases, it takes more time. This is like the same thing that I was about to ask y'all about on this question 6 from the old one. There's so much that I feel like you have to read between the lines to even know what are we even talking about here. It's 2023. Yeah, you know, it just takes me a minute to confirm these things. It's not the same. I live in 2010. Okay, good to know. There are very satisfying cafe orders on the sea map. Will there be a revision of the orders of cafe on the other water bodies? What's implied in this question is some of the cafe orders on other water bodies, quite frankly, suck. Especially Bear. Some of those cafe orders at Bear, man, it's so hard to fill those. Algorithm as a formation of orders may be fine-tuned. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Questions about catching trophy fish. Oh, that's so interesting. And there's this is not an answer. This has got to be a translation problem, right? But basically this question is saying like, okay, when the spot starts to dry up, is there a better chance when the bite rate starts to slow down that the trophy will come in? And the answer is there's always a sense of waiting for the trophy. Thanks for that. Why there is no statistics of the caught species of fish by number? It'll be expanded, so maybe one day. Same place where they are. We're working on it. We'd love to do it, but so far we haven't been able to figure it out. Fish knowledge, optimal weather preferences. It's not in the immediate plans, but we'll work on it. So I don't know what they meant by this question, whoever's asking this question. And I also don't know what they meant in their answer. But I'll tell you what I would like. Fish knowledge book, optimal weather preferences. Like, okay, they may be saying, can we get a book that actually just tells us this? And that would be fine, but it would also just be cool to have a book in game that we can track things on. Like, that was the one cool thing about that little Steam game that Amar donated to me to try about a month ago or 2 weeks ago. The graphics were terrible, right? Like, it was, you know, one person developed it or whatever. But you actually had to draw on your own map and track where things were located as you explored. And you had to track which baits and conditions fish actually responded to. Something like that in RF4 would be amazing, I think. Hello, do you plan to introduce tackle sale? For example, if there's a huge number of fishing rods and reels which the players have outgrown, why not make, for example, the possibility just sell it to the store for a third of the price? Not to the players, but to the store. That matter is being discussed. That does get requested a lot. I mean, they've got to be, I'm sure that's on their radar. What about rewards for challenges? Maybe a couple of points of skill, be more incentive. Bonuses for completing qualifications will be available in the future. Are you kidding me? We got to work on it because we're actually going to get bonuses? Okay, well, it's more motivating that way. Maybe I haven't read this because I did not know that. Why can't we write on the maps? Yeah, that'd be cool, Lindsay. Logbook would be nice. Yes, logbook would be nice. In 3 to 99 years. Okay, so maybe I don't have to worry about it. Is that what you're saying, Blunty? Let's see if we're catching anything other than blue whiting right now. All right. It's impossible to catch the Brazagda herring or sturgeon on a wacky rig. I totally agree, Captain Furious. I agree with that sentiment. I haven't met a single player who has completed a jig, ultralight, or match challenge. So, okay, that's interesting. Is that because they're that hard, or is it because no one cares? Which I guess either answer is a problem, but how does the experience gained from the fish affect the upgrade of percent? It's clear that catch fish, you will get percent. I would like to know the threshold upgrading. Sometimes 100 kilo halibut does not give percent, and 120 gram mackerel gives a percent. And here's the answer. Eventually. Blue whiting. I'm out. Without revealing the internal algorithms of the game, we can only say that the chance of upgrading depends on the caught fish. I mean, it depends on a lot more than that, right? But they are saying that what fish it is, what size that fish is, that does impact your RNG in some way to determine if you're going to get a point. Lindsay says, I just feel like adding points to the qualifications would be simple. Yeah, fair. That is fair. But that sounds so powerful to me. And I guess that's just because I'm coming from a place of like never having really cared about qualifications. But obviously if you're suddenly telling me that I'm going to get extra skill points for completing qualifications, it suddenly is very powerful, right? Like, are we okay with it having that much power? Maybe. I don't know. RF4 Q&As are like asking political... Exactly! Which, to be fair, we do like that there is some mystery to this game. If you take away all the mystery, you end up with Fishing Planet. In a sense, right? So mystery is nice. Randomness is actually good in this game. But there are some times when a little bit more information could also be nice. So, like, how do you tell when it's something we need to keep mysterious versus when is it something that a little bit more information would be helpful for the player base? Some high-level water bodies have refueling stations. Are they just decoration? Also, are boat motors still in development, or has that been frozen? Is that stuck up on the whiteboard of this was a good idea at one point alongside of fly fishing? Refueling stations on water bodies are part of the current concept, but the concept may change. Motors are still in development. Okay? And automatic tournaments no longer planned? Automatic tournaments are not planned currently. May change in the future. I thought points were an RNG roll like fish times fish weight times style of rig times base stat equals points or not. I think that's about as good of an explanation as I've ever heard, Lindsay. And that's my sense as well. And there's so much like RNG and everything that you just said that, like, yeah, you can try to make the conditions as optimal as possible, or you can just go fish and enjoy fishing and be thankful every time the thing dings, right? Rare, bigger fish equals more chance to get percentage. I mean, I think that the higher quality of fish, so like if you catch a 4 kilo bream versus a 500 gram bream, I think that 4 kilo bream maybe gives you a slightly better chance. Now, the other part of what you're asking is, what about if you catch a king crab versus a mackerel? King crab is rare, mackerel is not. Does that give you a higher chance? I don't know, maybe. It would seem like it might. I agree with that too, Lindsay. This game would suck if it was data mined to heck and back. Mystery is nice, but we need some direction. Yes, I think that is all, that both of those statements are true. RNG in a game is what makes it better than the rest. Yeah. Well, on point fishing mechanics is what makes RF4 better than the rest. Like, to me, their fishing mechanics are just on point. It's like, okay, if you're into MMOs, if you go log into, what's a good example of this? Okay, I'll make fun of my favorite MMO. If you go log into Lotro and you start moving around on a character and you're running around, you're doing stuff, and you're like, this is pretty cool. Like, you know, I press the keyboard button or mouse and my character responds. But then if you go log into WoW, WoW is like, even though, you know, it may not be your favorite MMO, it's not my favorite MMO, WoW is the gold standard for how your character responds to the inputs that you're making on the keyboard and the mouse. Like, it just is, it's so fluid. You say move forward, it is moving forward. You start casting a spell or doing an attack or whatever, it's doing it. Like, it just feels like it's a one-to-one. It just feels right to me, in my opinion. And that's how I feel about RF4. Like, there might be other elements of the game that you either like or don't like or whatever, but the actual mechanisms of fishing and how they have implemented in the game, they're just better than other fishing games. I don't know what else to say. Like, I just think that that's the case. Thank goodness we caught a cusk. I'm level 56 on Fishing Planet. Moved to RF4. Much more fun. Welcome. I got sick of Blue Crab Lake, Captain Furious says. Yeah. Hey, listen, I have had fun in Fishing Planet, and there are even times still when I will install Fishing Planet and go do something over in Fishing Planet. But mostly what I want to do when I want to fish is play RF4. My trophy Cory Char on Ultralight did not give me any skill ups, 28 kilo. Yeah. And that's one thing. Nothing is a guarantee. You're just moving the numbers in your favor, right? When you catch certain fish, maybe certain rig types, maybe rarity of fish, maybe fish size. If anything, it seems like all you're doing is moving that RNG in your favor. Blunty says polished. Yep. Old school RuneScape, best and worst MMO at the same time. Yeah. Old school RuneScape. What a story, huh? I wish lure making lets you determine the weight of the lure more. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they're all predetermined, right? And as you progress, you tend to get into bigger and bigger lures as you progress. I mean, I guess that's sort of implied because at the end are the jerk baits. Pretty much when you unlock balsa lures, though, like whatever you've just unlocked, all the sizes of that lure are available. So I don't know. Is Egdo still the best to go from 71 to 75? As far as I know, Captain Harvest. I think that's right. Well, that's true, Blunty. If you are on the sea, we do have a new thing that you can do, which is cut up mackerel and safe. Oh, did y'all see that? 71.5. Just got a random point on a 650 gram sculpin. 0.1 percentage there. I think you can cut safe mac by then. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what was next here. The rod has a handle which does not wear out in any way. There's no functionality. When we started the project, we created a plan in the form of possibility of separating complex items into their component parts. The handle is part of this plan. Some parts of this plan were implemented, some were not. Okay. A question came up when I was researching the fish finder. It's a beam with equal width of the boat. Does it have a square shape or is it round? Since with same drift speed, the fish on the right side of the sonar has a time of being there from 30 to 30 seconds, is the fish on the fish finder shaped like a beam or is it a square or circle area? It is worth bearing in mind that the game fish finder only simulates the behavior of the real one. So it's probably correct to say that the game fish finder displays the fish where they are likely to be in the area. And that's what, I mean, when Joe came in and talked in our stream most recently, the fish finder is simulating something. Because remember, the fish aren't really there. First of all, because you're playing a video game. Second of all, because in this video game, the fish do not spawn in until you have your lure there and the fish responds to the lure or bait or presentation that you are fishing with, right? The fish is not already there. The conditions are right that the fish is likely to appear or something like that. Is it possible to change the color of the suit on the Norwegian Sea? We will try to provide this possibility. Will there be any implementation of dimming the chat area and information bar at the bottom? In sunlight, the chat becomes unreadable. We'll think about what can be done here. Yo, thanks for putting me onto this, guys. I actually do not think I've looked at this at all previously, so this is fun. We're going to have to re-grip handles, and we can choose to make them longer for better casting distance. Oh, gosh. Only level 24, so a ways to go for Captain Furious. I didn't know that about the dish. I guess it makes sense. Yeah. The sonar. Are there plans to remove the trolling mode on the boat? Why would you remove the trolling mode? I mean, just because we don't use it doesn't... I mean, I don't know, that's weird. There's no such plans at this time. Does hookwear, besides durability, affect the sharpness of the hooks and the shape of the shank? Hookwear has an effect on the quality of the hooking. Okay. Thanks, Twitch Prime. Good idea. Yeah, so, like, if I really started to do that kind of thing on, you know, Q&As, trailers, other videos that other content creators made, like, I would actually probably need to stop fishing and just really focus on it, right? Because, I mean, that's really what I'm doing right now, but I'm not doing it in a way that I would be able to, like, easily cut it up and post it anywhere. Are there plans to remove trolling mode? Does hookwear? When creating self-made baits, baits of different appearance are different for the generation system. I don't know what this means. Number 26. All right, let me look at that again, Blunty. What are we talking? What does generation system mean? Rain gear be implemented? Yeah, that'd be cool. I do agree with it would be nice to be able to change. I mean, I've heard that from several people. The yellow rain gear affects their ability to see in a fish fight that the yellow fight bar of the fish of the how much tension you have. gonna be a cusk, isn't it? Cusk it up. All right, 26. When creating self-made baits of the same quality up to 9.10, we can get different variations of their appearance. Does the catch generation system consider such baits to be the same or different? The catch generation. Has that been referred to that way before? Catch generation system. So the software, the part of this game that generates the catch or the not catch. I mean, is that basically what that means? Baits of different appearances are different. Yo, yeah, you're right. We've been told they were not different in the past, right? That the physical representation of the different lures didn't matter. So this is huge. Like, this means that if you're making lures from somebody, you don't want to give them the ones that look weird. What if somebody catches a blue tag on a weird one? Then we're gonna only want to fish with the weird ones. That's gonna be even worse, because like, what are the chances of crafting a 9 or a 10 out of 10 that's a weird one? I guess it never happens on 10 out of 10. It's kind of weird. As long as it doesn't go red. Oh yeah, as long as you don't see red show up on the friction thing, they're good. That's funny, Lindsay. It might be only like a % difference on the RNG, maybe. I think they're suggesting it's seen as a different lure. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, or at least, yeah. I don't know. That's weird. It's different for the generation, so it's so weird. The properties of ordinary and dry mixes, as well as PVA sticks, the time of their action is indicated, but this data is missing for PVA stringers. I didn't even know that. Whole boils, or is this boilies? Whole boils, and pellets. We can only find examples of baiting scenarios in the user manual. I'd like to know what exactly is their action time. The action time depends on the specific components. It's impossible to specify the exact time of action. Okay, we know that it's affected by the components. How is it affected by the activity of the fish? If the fish are more active, the stringer's going to last shorter amount of time? Is that really factored in? Daggum. Don't lures start looking different at certain wear percentage? Yeah, but you can have... I'm pretty sure you can have, like... Let's look at lures. If I just search handmade, would it only bring up handmaids? So, like, you can have two... Let's see, let's find an example here. All right. Come on, please be an 8 out of 10. Okay. So this is an example, right? These are both 8 out of 10, 65 FO2. They look different. This one's a little more scuffed looking. It also looks bigger. It doesn't have the hooks in the picture. All right. There's got to be other examples too, though, right? I don't know. It's throwing me off that the picture looks different. Not just like the lure itself, but like the size of it and stuff. Aren't the foam things the easiest thing to tell on? Let's see. Do I have any, like... I probably threw away all my junk foams. Okay. Here we go, right? It looks bigger again. 65F004, 65F004. Let's see, what's the quality? 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. They're both 9 out of 10s, but they look different. It's more scuffed, not as... I don't know. Anyway, I think that's a thing. All right. Should we wait for... One doesn't have eye patterns? Yeah, exactly. Do we know how having 2 hooks on a bait versus 1 hook changes the bite rate? I don't know. I'm not sure. Should we wait for the implementation of self-made pilkers? Oh, I didn't know that. I had never heard that. The plans for crafting our own pilkers is implemented. So I'm not through with lure crafting. We're going to be making our own pilkers before making our own flies. If you put a cheap or inappropriate type of grease, wear and performance of the reel depends on the grease. Yeah, we know that. I mean, I guess it's interesting that it's not just the wear that's affected by grease, but also the performance. Is it planned to make teleport to the base? To swim 5 to 10 minutes to sell the fish is quite tedious. Well, you shouldn't be swimming, first of all. So probably many people like me solve this by relogging. Or just riding in the boat. We're thinking about how to avoid time cost without violating the concepts of the game world. Is it possible to configure the display of the table of weekly records by water body? Man, how many times has this been asked? At the moment, weekly tables of records by water body are not considered. Yeah, we know that, but boy, would it be nice. Please. Angler's Handbook. Yeah, it's similar to the previous question that was asked. Okay. All right, that was good. Thank y'all. Is there a good grease guide? Yo, what's up, Addy? A good grease guide. Not that I know of. What do I use? I just, on the C map at least, I just use like, what is it called, y'all? It's like a strong grease or something. Can you even tell what grease you have on it once you've... Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the grease that came on it. That's probably not helpful. Yeah, that's the grease that came on that too. What have I actually... Extra stab? Okay, there we go. And that's actually extra strong in English, right? Whew, makes 0 sense. You can teleport on Volkov. That's true. Fast travels in most MMOs. Maybe just make your food and energy go down a bit. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I should have at least one reel. Oh, how cool is it that it tells you when the repair will be complete from your inventory now? I remember when they made that change, and that was a cool change. Does larger hooks equal larger fish but slow bite rate? Or just slower bite rate but larger fish stay on better? I don't know. What do y'all think? It seems like the reason why people use larger hooks when they're bream fishing these days is because there's a belief that it actually will help you have, on average, larger fish. So at least in that example, or if you think about putting larger fish on lures in certain locations, it seems like there's a belief that the larger hooks actually help you catch larger fish. I guess. Oh, man. It is an ugly fish. That is true. That's true. They do look amazing. They've been doing such a good job with fish models for a while now. That is a really good point. Yo, how fast is the bite rate, Addy? Yellow shrimps. That sounds awesome. Are you doing any attractants with your shrimp? It's a festival here. I might go try that. Hey, it's a wolffish. I like it. Yellow and pink balls. Okay, cool. Yeah, I might need to go try that. So I'm gonna hook 3. Okay. I'm going to fast travel back to base and get that set up with the shrimp and everything. And that way I can go microwave, warm up my lunch real quick. And while the boat's riding back out there, I can take care of that, eat real quick. So when it hits 15, Addy, are you just like lifting them up and down till you get a bite? Or are you pulling them back in at that point? What is that? Oh, it's a little whiting. Gotcha. $15-meter clip. Cause see, like what I was doing, I guess you're probably just like letting them sit there, huh? And lifting them every once in a while. I use one shrimp 6.5, and I am using one shrimp 6.5 and down 1206. Wait, 1206? Like, is that the shrimp size? What are we saying here? 6.5? Is that the bigger shrimp? One small and two bigger? Really? Really? And you said yellow, right? Huh. Okay. All right. So, hook 3. We're already using hook 3. All right, so we're going yellow, and we're going small yellow. All right, I'll start off with what you're doing. But man, am I super what kind of hooks are these? I'm super skeptical on that, but I'll give it a try. These are marine hooks? Yeah. Okay. All right, I think we're good. And then, yeah, you can use the lurker as well. So we can rotate back and forth. But you're doing clip 15, and then I'm guessing you're just like Guessing you're not retrieving it back in because that's so shallow. You're just like lifting it up and down a little bit and then catching them that way. All right. We do not have that somehow. We do not have that somehow. We do not have that. Kind of makes sense. We don't have that. Trophy cod. Big boy trophy cod. 1400 silver. I love it. All right. Fogster. 117. Yesterday was a small halibut day, I guess. All right, I'm going to go get my food real quick while we're riding. Perking till they bite. Okay. Alrighty. I'll be right back, chat. Right back. Are we going to run into the land here? No, this should be good. 71.5. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. How you doing, Rise? Congrats on 44. Thanks, Medic. Just saved about HSV. What's the biggest grassies on old bird? Carp. I would get carp, Fortuna carp. If you can already use it, I'd get Fortuna carp. 100%. Oh, glad you've had a good day and hope you can sleep well. Fishing's been okay. Catching a lot of small stuff because we're just kind of going for points, you know. Okay. There we go. Do I have my clip set? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Medic. I agree with that. Fortuna. $39 kilo. Dude, look at this bite rate. Look at Addy coming in with the sick bite rate. Dude, I can't even eat. So good. All right. Here's the all-important question. Are they all coming in on the small one? All right. 1206. 1206. 6.5. 1206. They're coming in on the big boys. Addy is correct. They're coming in on the big boys. Oh, sorry to hear that, Blue. Anything exciting happening? No, not really. I mean, honestly, I'm just trying to find points right now. It's the main thing I'm doing. So we're going for mackerel at the moment. I mean, I guess you could catch smaller stuff, Captain Furious, although like the thing to remember is if you have something that you could catch the bream on that's going to be cheaper to repair, then why not use that and save your stronger stuff when you're fishing for fish that are stronger? Now, there's some bream spots where you can run into carp, right? So there's definitely a time for... I also think when we're reeling this back in, we ought to probably slow it down a little bit. We're going to catch them on when we start reeling it back in too. Kind of like that happened, but we don't have to reel it so fast. You got 2 trophies on the smallest? Interesting. That's exactly right. You're most likely going to still run, you know, 6, 7, 8 kiloliters for bream. Probably 6. So now I do think it's a little tougher. Like the position I'm in on the leveling experimentation guide, where we're like basically... It's either the basic feeders or Fortuna feeder with the caliber HSV. So to me, like, that's a little tougher choosing. But if you're really grinding those bream hard, that is a lot of wear and tear to put your calibers through. All right, so we're going to go down to like, kind of like we do with the other system. Man, I want to go a little deeper, but I think this probably is true. This is where they're biting. I don't know, maybe we could put it on like 20 or 25. It's just not dropping very far because of how short the clip is, right? So there's not a whole lot of time to get the fish on the drop. But we're still catching them pretty quick. I just don't know. Is it better to do this or let them drop a little further and then like slowly reel them in through that 15? Like, what if we put the clip on 20? What do you think, Addy? You think the way to go is just to keep it at 15? Have I tried the 30 meter? Not recently. I also, with this rig, have I tried the 30 meter? Oh, yeah. I did that earlier today. Although I didn't have yellow shrimp on. I also didn't have this big a size. So, I don't know. I probably need to keep learning. All right, so I've put it down on 20. Just gives it that extra minute to see if we get a bite. And then better pilker way. Pilker as in, oh, there we go. It's like they still catch them even when they're just sitting there, I guess, in the current. So interesting. Which I suppose if we're doing that, we don't, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure, chat. I haven't learned the ways yet. I'm not super confident in how some of this works. Look at that. Just let it sit. Just let her sit. It's crazy. Armont, thanks for the follow. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even closing the bail because the clip's holding it, right? And that's how we know a fish is on, because the clip symbol disappears. All right. So it's been a while. We haven't gotten a bite. So I'm going to pilker it manually. How often? I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this bite rate seems really good. And instead of catching a net full of blue whiting, we're actually catching fish that are worth something, get decent XP, and can turn into bait. That seems pretty good, right? Are these going to bite overnight, though? Okay, I'm going to close my bail this time. The night. So you, what percentage are you, Addy? Did you already tell me that? What are you catching at 41 on huge fillets, I'm wondering? Oh, you're at 100%. Oh. Gotcha. So I wonder if I put a huge fillet down there. On just a regular, like, what if I just did fillet jigging rig? Oh, I don't have the, oh, I might have the test for this, but I can't do anything else, right? Ooh, it's a little heavy. All right. I wonder if I would catch anything. We'll see. I might try it overnight. Might be pretty slow, but I might try it. Isn't there something I can do now on bottom rigs with rattling sinker? Like if I did it on my light boat rod, wait, what's the test on this though? 350, so it's a little smaller. It's going to be really hard to get a huge fillet on this one, right? On the light boat rod. Now we could do the large. Yeah, that's true. We could do the large and see if the rattling setup actually helps the bite rate versus doing the huge and having a really tiny bite rate. It means I'd have to switch out. I'd be using the same rod for, but that's fine. All right, so we need to look at this one and disassemble it because we'll just be putting it on this one. We'll let it drop a little further. Ooh, it's a sardine. just love it when it's a fast bite like that. A whiting? All kinds of stuff coming to the party. Oh my goodness. Oh, please be a mackerel. Medium clap for Addie, please. Dude. Most important thing about this fish is it gave me 0.1%. Real shrimp 1206. That was on the big one. It's on the big one. $71.6. That was sick. That was sick. As soon as I saw how heavy it was, I was like, oh my goodness, please be a mackerel. Right? That was my first trophy mackerel, by the way. It's not on the card? Oh, yeah, it is. I wasn't seeing it. Sorry. That's a weekly. Weekly mackerel. Please be a whiting? I don't even know. A sardine. What? You gonna drop off like that? Yo, almost 1.5 kilo on that one. Holy cow. We're rocking and rolling, folks. We're just down on 41, Blunty. I think the key is all these yellow shrimp, though. I've never used yellow shrimp before. Addie 100% called it. Trophy mackerel. Although my technique has become, I'm sort of doing something a little different at this point.
Challenge. Challenge accepted.
Zerk, 3 months. Tier 2. Holy Batman. Thanks for the sub, Zerk. There's a cafe for 1.1. Ooh, I hate the fake bites. Ooh, I only have one right now. I mean, I guess we could use trophy if we had to. Thank you so much, Zerk. Thanks for the sub. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm doing a little bit different. Like, I'm definitely catching a lot of them. Oh, 71.7, guys. I'm definitely catching a lot of them like Addie is describing. Just let it sit, let it drop. Oftentimes, they're going to take it right here. If they don't, I might perk it a couple times. But then I actually like closing and then reopening the bail and letting it drop to 20. And then pulling it back up to 15. That seems to be getting me pretty fast bites if for some reason this initial drop and perk or two doesn't. Oh, thank you, Zerk. Really appreciate it. All right, so like right here, we have let it sit. We've perked it a couple times. It's also getting a little late in the afternoon, evening here, but let's close it and open it. And then let's start bringing it back up to 15. So it just got to like 20 something. Now we bring it back up through 15. And then we get it. And then we get it. So yeah, you're right, Addy. If I get it closer to us on the cast, it spends more time dropping through the water. You really want it moving through the water, but then the clip is so short. Give it a few seconds, because sometimes it still gets on this initial toss. So now we'll perk it a couple times. I almost wonder if a 20 clip would work just as well, but I mean, we got a trophy. I don't want to mess with the trophy. But yeah, we're just like right here in the middle of 41, Blunty. All right, there it goes. Yeah, it's hard to imagine if you just let it drop for a few meters. There's not going to be many times that you don't get a fish somewhere in there. But I also don't want it to go too far down, because then that kind of slows us down. Yeah, just trying to figure out the fastest ways to get that bite. Another nice one. All right, what did you say? 1.19? Oh my goodness. 71.8. So we're getting, the main thing is we're suddenly getting points like crazy. Where all these blue whitings and stuff didn't ever give us points. For whatever reason, now we're getting points. That's exactly right, Addy. Thank you for your help. I don't know, because I haven't fished for carp and bear. Obviously, a lot of VK. I mean, I haven't fished recently at bear. A lot of recent posts that I've seen at Old Berg, because I've been fishing at Old Berg on my leveling account. I haven't looked at bear at all, so I really don't know. Have you done either one? I would say for happy hour and carp, you just want to try to have as good a bite rate as possible. I was about to say, is it getting too late? Ooh, 1.036. Probably. Yeah, they're probably both open. I'd say these days people still make posts about the same spot sometimes, but there's definitely times where people don't. But that doesn't mean it's not active anymore. Somebody, hold on. Blue caught a trophy grass carp at bear earlier today on like citrus lemon stuff, I think he said. Yeah, lemon citron. Yeah, maybe that was it. Is this a sign, Addy, that nighttime is closing in here? In terms of like slowing down. Yo, bot, how's it going? Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Oh, so that was really slow bite rate. So that might not be the best for happy hour. Wait, what do you mean, bot? Some WO2? WOT, I mean? Ooh. Woo! Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's try again then. 34 over 60 plus fishes. Oh, nice. World of Tanks. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I don't seem to be doing any better letting it drop to 25. So I'll probably go back to letting it drop to 15. That at least was doing a little better. Zerk says bear was slow for me as well. I went Old Berg and got 2 trophy. What? Yes, I would totally pick Old Berg, I think. Because you've got the chance of trophy tench and carp, right? Plus, happy hour with a chance of catching those black carp. That's some sick XP, right? Classic marine bottom rig. Is that what time it is? Okay. No map is really hot this week. A little bit of a down week right now. Somebody just got a weekly grass carp on telly. Holy cow. 26 kilos on telly? Cribba got a trophy common roach. Yeah, I think it's about time to switch over. That's some fight? Well, it probably wasn't a fight at all. Because the minute that would turn into a fight, it would be over. You know what I mean? Like, the minute, if that fish gets a chance to fight, it's just over. 8:48:15. What? Like, how many of those are over 1 kilo, though? This is what I need to know, Peaceful. How many in one night over 1 kilo? That's how you evaluate a bream spot. You caught 12 trophy common in one day? Dang! There was a 30 plus kilo on ultralight what? What? Alright, what are we doing here? What are we even doing here? That is a terrible... I need to replace these. Uh-oh, what's wrong with my beluga? I mean, my Tagara. It's just mech wear. It's fine. It's fine. No worries. Okay, so we're doing... yeah, that's just going to be too heavy. So we are doing the large size. What kind of attractants do you use, Addy? Just out of curiosity. Like, should I just use like a plastic rattle kind of thing? I have not fished at Amber since before Norway came out. And even before that, I was taking a break for a while, so. The plastic rattle, okay. $23 over a kilo in one night. That's really good. Oh, you said pink and green. Hold on. Pink and green. All right, we'll try it. Crap. Sorry. Time to do a little bottom fishing on the sea. Oh, this isn't set up right at all. Good grief. About to get some big fish on there and not be prepared. All right, 60. It's like a full switch over here. 60, 60. All right, we'll figure this out eventually. It'll be time to switch back by the time we catch a fish. Amber's really good money when active. Yeah, I agree. I just I've been wanting to fish for carp. I just haven't made it back over there. I'm trying to hit 75 on marine, but I've been feeling it, so we'll see. No, that's really good, Peaceful. That's really good. If it's like, I would say 18 or more, that's like 1 kilo or better in a night, that's a really good bream spot. 848 clip 15, huh? Yeah, lately, Blunty, I have not been hitting those numbers as often, though. I've noticed that I've been closer to like 12 to 15. Now, I've been doing this crazy double thing, so that slows me down some, but I just don't know that I've been seeing as good a numbers as there are sometimes. Yeah, it'll come and go, though. I mean, you know, next week or 2 weeks after that, it'll be back to crazy. I mean, it just cycles through, it feels like sometimes. I'll try, Zerk. I'm actually trying to remember. I'm not sure if I've seen those yet. When did you send them? When did you actually send them? What time do you think the mackerel wake up, Addy? Like 8 a.m. or before that? 18 kilo grassy ran you all over Oldberg. Yeah, for sure. Man, grassies are amazing. They're so strong. They're so strong. And they're just, relatively speaking, not worth the pain that they cause, but still fun to catch. They're like little torpedoes. 6 or 6:30. Okay, cool, thank you. 20-ish hours ago? Yeah, I probably had already recorded it. Hey, that's a nice cod. What a nice thing to catch here in the middle of the night. While waiting for mackerel to wake up. You got 31.5 kilo liters. Where is this at, Zerk? Where are you using those? Like at Old Berg? Wait, why did that come out of the bottom layer? There we go. Really? You're using 31.5 kilo liters? What size is your line? Like, why are you doing it so big? That seems like that's way big for carp. Unless you've got... I don't know. I guess it just depends on how you've got stuff set up, but oh, you got it fully set up like it's amber. I got you. But you're using caliber HSV, right? I just don't set up my HSVs like that. I'm not saying it won't work or it's not fine, but I just I just don't think you're going to get anywhere near. I don't lock the line for carp. So that's just not how I set it up, but I'm not saying that's wrong. I'll show you how I tend to set it up for what it's worth. Something more like this. 22 kilo with the HSV. Yeah, I'm basing it on the friction brake. And there, I do think there's a little bit of like bonus strength in there, maybe past that 15.6. So that's why I go to 22. But again, on carp, it's not my practice to lock up the line. So I'm not taking advantage of that mech weight anyway. That's right. Tagar is 26 and you use 36 kilo liter. So we caught a saith and a cod so far. I don't know, like 2 or 3 fish, chance that one of them could be a shark or something really nice. It's not a bad way to spend the overnight. It's interesting how quickly the bite was on the first two. And then this third time out has been pretty slow. We've had it out for a while. Hoping that was a fish, but it was just the fillet was getting stuck on the bottom. I guess we need to bring it up about 5:30 or so, because it'll take me a minute just to switch back over to the shrimp. You just caught a Greenland shark, Addy? That is awesome. That is awesome. So fun. I'd much rather have a 78 kilo Greenland shark than a 78 kilo halibut. Huge fillet mackerel. Nice. You know, I'll have that I'll have that medium boat rod eventually, right? No worries. Is that right, Zigga? You like the Taiga LTD C40? 43. Thought that was a fish on. All right, let's get ready. Go big or go home. Just a little 30K more. I like it. I like it. All right, so what are we going back to? Marine Paternoster. All right, let me switch this before I forget. This is where having like a separate rig, but I mean, it's the only boat rod I have, so it's got to do what you got to do, right? I think we're using 3/0, right, Addy? Dang, I don't remember because I've been doing this. I'm pretty sure you were using 3/0. All right, so we're going yellow, small. I'm using the 40 centimeter. By the way, guys, 40 centimeter marine leaders. I don't know how important that is, but I heard that it was important, so that's what I've been doing. All right, 3/0, 3/0. This is the big boys, big yellow shrimp. All right, 40 yellow, 3/0, big boy. I think this is right. Let's go clip 15 again. Yo, Drake, how's it going? You're welcome to lurk anytime you want. We'll do retrieval speed of 15. All right. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. All right, come on. Wake up, mackerel. We got a cafe order to fill. All right, we're going to let it sit there. Then we're going to perk it twice and then let it drop. When it gets to 25, I'm going to start pulling it back up. If we get all the way to 15, then we'll start perking again and repeat. I think they just haven't quite woken up fully yet. Zerk, nice trophy gibble there. All right, one more perk here, and then we're gonna drop it again. There we go. Oh, that's... Please be a mackerel. Please. It's not a mackerel, folks. I hate to spoiler it. That actually is acting like a shark. But it's just a safe. 8.6 safe. We'll take it. Yeah, that's awesome. 2167, yeah. Normally a safe if spool rips just for a second. Okay. It's definitely what it did. Mackerels aren't awake yet. Wake up, mackerel. Let it go to 25. Start pulling it back. Oh, that stinks, Blue. That stinks. Yo, John Bow, what do you think? You got any tips on these mackerel? I'm trying to refine my mackerel techniques. Trying to refine them as I level up my marine fishing. One mackerel at a time. Alright, we're going to let it sit there. Now we're going to perk it. Perk it again. John Bow caught over 40 kilo mackerel in 40 minutes. Dang. Alright, now we close the bail and open it. Let it drop to about 25. Oh, there it is. They love the drop. 38 kilos. Something got a comp last night, an hour. On the 13. Let's see. 13 size yellow shrimps. Yeah. So what were you doing? Were you clipped at 15 as well, or how were you handling the clip and all that? 41 Beagle Overlord ran 400 meters. Interesting. That's cool, Blunty. All right. Got to get my good luck peppermint in. Let's perk it twice. Down to 25. All right. He says 25. I like it. Oh. False alarm. All right, 25. Now we'll perk it down here maybe. I've been perking it at 15, so maybe I need to start perking it at 25. Although the trophy I caught was at 15, to be fair. So would you prioritize just like sitting here perking over, like I have found that just sort of slowly reeling in and then let it drop again has been what's kind of gotten the bite going sometimes. But maybe I'm not being patient enough on how long I'm perking for. So if we get up to 10 here, I'm just going to let it drop. There we go. It's like on the drop so often, right? So often it's on the drop. All right, let's switch this to 25. I just normally get strong perk to come up. Oh, it actually does come up? I didn't even know that. Okay, that's huge. That changes everything. All right. We're going to drop to 25, and then we're going to try to get strong perk to come up. I didn't know you could do that. How do you... I've never seen it come up. Oh, he's talking about drop shot. Is this on drop shot? Can I do it on Paternoster? See, I'm using marine paternoster. Because, see, I don't have drop shot unlocked yet. So, I wonder what how you've been doing it, what that means for me. I think you can do the same. Yeah, I just don't think I can get strong perking to come up using this one. Because it's a bottom rod or whatever. Now, that doesn't mean that just still giving it that strong perk motion isn't the best way to go. It might be. Yeah, you can, Mystic. But it still doesn't. Using this rig, I have been holding shift. But this rig, for some reason, you just can't get the perking thing to come up. But I am definitely holding shift and right clicking. It just looks a little slow because of the marine paternoster. I think because it has so many different things going on, it's just a much slower looking motion. Yeah, flimsy rig. You can't get perking on paternoster. Alright, so we're going down to 25. And then we're just fake perking it. Alright, so I didn't get a bite in a minute here, so I'm actually going to slowly reel it in. Yeah, so there's the bite. I'm just, you know, I'm sure there's like a lot of ways to get them going, but I think if I'm not getting the bite on the perk, it does seem like it's worth to go ahead and just like reel in a little bit and then, you know, let it drop. Oh, I hate when you get the fake bite. I mean, I just hate it. There we go. There we go. I do like having it on 25 though. It's just giving it a little bit more time to drop. I mean, over time we'll see how it does. Like, I can't forget that the trophy came in at 15, right, Addy? So there may be something to be said for that, but it's just nice that extra few seconds dropping. It seems like they love it on the drop. Basically, we just want as fast a bite rate as possible. The whole thing here, the reason why it's worth it is trying to get these marine fishing points, right? sorry, I missed that comment. Someone said if on Paternoster, retrieve speed at 5 works to get bites. Okay, I'll try it. I'll try it. Retrieve speed at 5. I've definitely been doing slow. I haven't done that slow. Combat had to work for 2 hours. Catch anything fun? I mean, the most fun I've had is catching this trophy mackerel, to be honest. I mean, I'll try it. So we're going to let it sink all the way to 25. If no bite yet, we'll start coming in at 5. And we'll just see. If it's quick enough, then we'll do it this way. This is slow, obviously, on the retrieval. But you know when you have a fish because suddenly you start reeling a lot faster. There it is. So, you know, at least it gives us a way to try to hook into them. We'll check it out. We'll try it like this. I don't think you have to do 5, actually, by the way. I mean, I was doing 7 earlier, and that seemed to work just as good. In fact, I had it up to 15 and was still getting bites, but I'll go back a little slower just in case there's something to that. I mean, yeah, we're at 87 fish right now. Catching all the tiny fish. Welcome back, bud. Oh, it fell off. It fell off. As soon as we get... Oh, there we go. Oh, it fell off again. It's just infuriating. It happens with this rig more than anything else, right? There we go. Ooh, look at all those chunks. Yeah, it happens a lot on this map, I guess. All right, this is a decent size one. So that's kind of an interesting... oh, it's a safe. That's kind of an interesting strategy, though, like, Addy, kind of what you're doing. Like, if you wanted to turn all of your mackerel into huge mackerel, right? I mean, we've caught 6 of them. And then use them at night and try to catch shark and stuff. That's kind of a cool little combo. Daytime feeds the nighttime. I don't know if that's how you've been thinking about it, but that's pretty cool. Getting plenty of bait. Anybody figure out bottom fishing from shore on this map? Well, I mean, when the map first came out, it was really good, right? And then it got nerfed a little bit. They changed some things so it wasn't quite as OP, I think. I think people still do it some. I still see on VK, like every once in a while, somebody's like, you know, catching a trophy this or that from shore. Usually it's small stuff. Sometimes it's for like the oysters and that kind of stuff. Sometimes I see people doing like jigging from shore, it looks like. I haven't done a ton of testing myself. So I think we have 4, but that would include using the trophy. That is correct. If you catch them on loop rig or inline or whatever, it does not count towards your marine fishing. Yeah, I mean, we're getting like 2 to 3 fish a minute, it seems like. I don't know that doing it this way is any faster, although I feel like doing it this way is more consistent. We're not going through those times where, you know, maybe we're not catching a fish for a minute or 2 or 3 or 4. Like, it seems like it's pretty consistent this way. We must have lost a fish there. No? I mean, it just like kept dropping, right? What happened to my clip? A5, huh? Two bottom rods, one pilker. Yeah, it's a good idea. Probably making less silver, but you're also not buying boat tickets, right? All right, let's try our old method for a minute. Yeah, that's true, bot. My R finger gets tired fishing out here. Yeah, I know. The clip is nice. The clip, also the slow reel, where you can tell when a fish is on there but based on how fast your reeling is happening. That's smart, bot. See, now I'm feeling like this method is faster. But this method does seem to run the risk, for me at least, of occasionally just coming up empty for a while. But more often than not, I get on a roll with this method and probably are catching them a little bit faster. What can a guy to drink a beer in peace without putting beer down to press R or shift? Trying to find better solutions. Man, it'd just be so cool if we could hit that 72% here. It's almost 2 o'clock though. I gotta watch it. Hey, 71.9. Why couldn't we have gotten the 0.2? Oh, I'll take it though. You're going to E8, E9 for some reds. Nice. You had a nice fish yesterday? Oh, nice. Okay. Huh. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I don't think I can use that yet, right? Probably because of the test, if nothing else. What's up, Berchan? Percent points as well. Great silicone lures. Ah. 85%. Must be nice. Must be nice, bot.
Challenge. Challenge accepted.
Yo. Bots, tier 1 sub, first month. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Rookie channel. Grats on level 5. These mackerel have just been a lot more fun to fish for than the blue. blue whitings. By the way, with as much XP as regular whitings are worth, it's just really sad that the blues are not worth very much. Hey, it's a sardine. That's the first non-mackerel we've caught in 20 minutes. uh... What do you mean this map interrupted the chat between viewers and streamers? Oh, wait, like people got kicked out of their chats and stuff? Is that what you mean? Oh, because the action... Oh, yeah, I got you. So less bottom fishing, that kind of thing. That's a cute little sardine. That's a cute little sardine. Yeah, it's true. Trophy Atlantic Salary. Smiled Lake. Nice fish. There we go. All right. We've done good. Let me respawn real quick. Active spots on Ladoga Archie. Blood says C4. Woo. All right, let's see if this okay. So 205 silver, right? Let's see how much the trophy mackerel's worth just to make sure. I imagine that that's still going to be worth it. 79. Yeah, so it's 149. So it's definitely worth it to do the order. Although those mackerel do pay pretty well. So that's 205 silver right there. That's awesome. We never did get to that or that. Yeah, we didn't get anywhere near any of the other stuff. We did catch some sorry, but none of the big ones. None of the big ones. Okay, so here's the question. For all of our mackerel, 415 silver. What if we took off the top couple? How much does that? I mean, it's a good bit. How many of these are good to make into... kind of just want to sell them. Is that weird? I'm just going to do 2 of them. I'm going to do the 2 smallest ones. It's just a lot of silver. I'll do the 2 smallest ones that can turn into huge. But besides that, we're just gonna sell them all. So for everything, 706. So that's 900 silver. I mean, that's a good day considering we were going for points, not silver, right? I'll take it. I will take it. So 900 plus silver, almost back up to 53K. But most importantly, up to 71.9. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for watching. We made it 3.5 hours. Let's see. Tomorrow is Thursday. I think I'll be able to stream Thursday. I'm definitely planning on a stream Friday that'll be a little bit later in the day. So trying to like maybe still be early enough where I can, you know, EU people won't be asleep yet, but also late enough where some of the NA people might be off work or getting off work, that kind of thing. So hopefully I'll see you again, if not tomorrow, by Friday. But thank you so much for the support. You guys have been amazing. It's just been really fun. So always good to hang out with you all. Tight lines. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. And yeah, hopefully I'll get to see you again soon. Catch you later.